afternoon here. It is Wednesday, October 23rd. It's just the middle of October, just like September. It has not rained at all. So what I think I'm doing is my regular weeklies, they're just going to be done this week. We're gonna finish a week early because the grass isn't really growing much. If they want cleanups and the grass happens to grow in the next week or two and they want cleanups, I'll knock it out. I'll comp it. That's what I've been telling them. I think that's what I decided I'm gonna do. I'll just comp an extra mow just to cut it short for them. But it is what it is. It's Wednesday and I did no lawn since Saturday, so truck sat for a few days, filled up with leaves. The bed was full of leaves, trailer's full of leaves, and I just threw stuff in and went. So I don't know if you could see behind me, I've been driving for quite a few minutes now, probably 3 or 4 miles, and we're still raining leaves behind us. I don't think it's picking it up behind me. But we're gonna say goodbye to these regular weeklies. It's bittersweet. I mean, it's sweet because it's just I don't have to do them every week, which is great. But then you lose the regular income. So it is what it is. Right before I left to do this one, I got another inquiry for fall cleanups, another approval. Got an approval on some snow, so snow's starting to roll in. Like I said, compared to everybody else, we're very late in the game here in Dutchess. I mean, I'm sure the guys who have the huge contracts, the shopping centers, the medical buildings, the office space, the strip malls, the etc. I know they're obviously done well ahead of time, but just residential driveways, man. They don't start thinking about it till it's time. I still haven't gotten yeses from my fall cleanups, which is crazy because the leaves are in full force already. So I'm either going to have a very, very small fall cleanup as this, which is honestly okay. I'm kind of okay with anything at this point. With the baby coming soon, I have a lot of work to do at home, so I'm okay with with a little less work. But then with that being said, I'm going to need a lot of money with said baby, so I'm okay with more work as well. So whatever it is. I'm trying to live by that motto. I did want to give everybody an update for the escape saga continues. So earlier this week, they called me last week. They said I was really, I don't want to say misled, but I was really led to believe that this was all going to wrap up on Monday. So I want to give everybody an update because it's not. So I was kind of under the impression, not under the impression, I was flat out told that the part would go in, everything would be installed Friday, they would let it sit the weekend, they would give it everybody would kind of drive it, put some miles on it, come Monday, and kind of give it the stamp of approval and finally be wrapped up. Well, wasn't not installed Friday. They installed it Monday. They did install it Monday, and or they quote, I talked to them at the end of Monday, because it's been very frustrating to get a hold of them, and it's not like they answer. I mean, granted, I would not want to be in that line of work. You're just dealing with problems nonstop, and in my case, it's like they gave me a car, so they've been very good. It's not like they don't want to hear it, but like that's kind of the impression I get. No, you have a car, you're in the back burner, so to speak. But anyway, part went in. They had guidance from Ford on how to put this brand new part in, and it seems like it did not do the trick. Still a bunch of warning lights. I used to have, when this first started, I had no access to my Ford Pass app. It just kind of like went into like that remote, or that hibernation mode, like all remote features disabled, deep sleep mode, hibernation mode, whatever they want to call it. When I got to the dealer and they started working on it, they were able to kind of like activate some of that stuff, so I could at least see, the vehicle was parked, the vehicle was, this. It did always say the vehicle was on, even in the middle of the night when I knew it was on. It was just kind of stuck on that, but whatever. At least I could see where the vehicle was. Probably was stuck in that location too, come to think of it. Whatever they did Monday, now it went back into that deep sleep or hibernation mode or whatever you want to call it. So, they were kind of honest and like, look, Mike, we don't know. We have no clue. We're in talks with Ford, but that's kind of all they got. So this is ridiculous. I was just trying very hard not to lemon the car. But I've kind of give them this week, see if they come up with anything. But I think I am gonna have to go the lemon route. It's just such a slippery slope because I really don't want to be down a car. So if I don't want to bring it up I want to start the process as soon as possible, because it could take a long time. But I don't want to start the process and then be like, all right, well, if that's what you're going to do, we want our loaner back, and then be without the commuter car, because I'm not taking the truck down to the city every day. I'm just not doing that. So I don't know. I could still, I think I am well within my right to, even if they fix it today, still just want to give it up. I could do that, and then hold on to it till whatever point it is to give it up. But so I don't know. I have test driven a couple of vehicles. I'm kind of all over the place in what I want to do. I don't know. We're growing the family, so we're trying to figure out what the heck to do. Originally, I was gonna, the idea was the Escape Hybrid was kind of perfect because it was bigger than what I had a little bit of storage space, but also the same, great gas mileage going down to the city or not. I'm not going to buy another one. It's not happening. Or any Ford hybrid product for that matter. I mean, they bought back the Fusion Energy. Now I'm dealing with this. So Ford hybrid, kind of the Mach-E, everything is out. I am very tempted to, I am kind of somewhat tempted to go the EV route. So I don't know. That's a longer video with the pros and cons. But just like everybody, that there's pros and cons to everything. Sorry, I had to make some turns. Very trafficy here. Just in terms of the range, with the Model Y or even the long range, I do a lot of driving, and it's all highway, so the advertised range isn't necessarily the range you're going to get, especially if you're doing highway driving. It seems like that it's kind of the opposite in the whole EV hybrid world. In terms of normal cars get better fuel mileage on the highway, they're the opposite, right? So so they get less range on the highway. And then my biggest fear is cold weather. So, but it seems like, their network is so good. So, at this point, I'm almost going to kind of sit tight and wait to see what happens with the election. Because if this freaking lady wins, I think I'm going to go the EV route. There's real big pros and cons to that Tesla in terms of how quick, zippy, don't have to take fuel, don't have to do much of maintenance on it. Just plug it in at my house every night. Yes, I will have to install a charger. So that's you know, kind of the pros. The cons, it's, you know, I'll get used to like the one pedal driving stuff. Wife would hate that. She would think, she kind of thought the other car was not great in terms of how it drove with me switching to the EV and the regeneration. She hated that, so she hate the Tesla so much more. She, even, I'm sure with a baby in the car, I'm sure she would just hate being in it. I'm sure she'd hate. I would not like the fact that there's no Apple CarPlay. That's kind of a big kicker for me. You know, and then there's no cooled seats and stuff like that. So, not that the Escape had that. I gave that up for the Escape. So I don't know. There, you know. But then, you know, you look at like a RAV4 that's like fully decked out, and I'm not even talking about the Prime, and that's like even more money than the Tesla is right now. But if you get the Tesla, then you kind of want to get this, the full self-driving, you want to get the performance, and then that's just money. So we're kind of at a crossroads of what to do. I'm not exactly sure. You know, if Trump wins, maybe, you know, there's a big argument for fuel prices being very low, and then, you know, maybe I get the bigger vehicle. That's not as great as on gas. So I'm at my lawn, 4 o'clock on the dot there. But all things to be considered, I'm going to give everybody an update as time goes on, but I got to get this along because I have a meeting tonight. Peace.